the forest will come in to hide. It's a game, but really it's not.
Never has a film moved so many and touched so deeply. United Artists is proud to present I Am Going to Get You, Sucker, a captivating story.
Yo, baby, hold it. That ain't it. It's I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Yes. And it's the story of the brothers' fight. Yes. Against Mr. Big.
You boys can leave either through the window or the stairs.
We gonna take the stairs. We'll take the stairs.
Now, in the same week that Richard Roundtree passed away, you could finally say he got shafted. And now, hang on a second. If I was a white guy saying that, don't you think I'll be accused of terrible crimes against humanity? But I will say I've never seen the Shaft films.
Shaft's his name. Shaft's his game.
I'm looking forward to actually watching them because, as a very good friend of mine said to me, one thing you can't accuse them of being is absolutely woke, which is really true. So R.I.P. Richard Roundtree.
Why don't you take your things off? Hey, wait a minute. I didn't mean all that.
And on that note, folks, you can see my pumpkin in the jack-o'-lantern in the background is furiously burning away. Don't worry, it won't bring the house down because that's what my review is going to do. But I wonder if this week's episode of Robyn Hood will have a Halloween theme about it, considering next week, and of course, I think it's Tuesday, is the great day itself. So without further ado, folks, I've actually watched the first few minutes of this episode and it's pretty boring. You've got Christopher Moltisanti wannabe here just doing his old eye-rolling exploitation thing and telling the people that the sign for his birthday is lopsided. Can't you people see straight? Are you people cross-eyed? Which is kind of funny because he actually says in the scene, I don't want any eye contact during the party, which is difficult if you're already cross-eyed or boss-eyed. So I thought that was pretty funny, actually. The one thing about this show that I just find absolutely hilarious, it calls itself a modern-day reimagining of Robin Hood, you know, the outlaw of South Yorkshire. You don't see Robin, as played by Jesse Romeo, walking around the hood, robbing people, the rich white folks, and giving to the poor black folks. That's what I expected to see, but sadly that hasn't been the case at all. It's just her and a merry bunch of simpy men who go on their missions along with them, and it's really been quite the fun ride. I really hope this season gets a second breath of life just so I can just rip it to pieces in 2024.
Yes, Thames Television, the station with knockers. Excuse me, there's one now. Yes, can I help you?
Fade in, fade out. Fade in. Women, 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 fade out.
And what that really means is...
Did you know in Chicago a sister hocker Susana Snyder met a stickle sponge cake off an island side of Cincinnati, huh?
The name's Nukem. Duke Nukem. No, I'm not here to kick ass or chew bubblegum. I'm not here to get even with those alien bastards for shooting up my ride either. I'm here to tell you to watch Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. So watch out for him and his babes of the 1980s. Oh, and one more thing. Hail to the king, baby.
Now you see this good-looking cat right here? Alan, you know, the race-swapped Alan. The thing is, I would expect this guy to parading around the hood with lots of beautiful honeys on his arms of all ethnicities. But there's just no sign of that here. If this show was made in the 90s, you will definitely have that flavor. Or if you're a Public Enemy fan, a Flavor Flav.
Well, let's see what you can do without a computer.
Yo, I got the knack.
Or in other words, I can't really play the guitar in real life, so I'm just going to hand it back to the professional.
The fingers, okay?
Yeah, that's what the girls tell me.
Oh, this guy's hilarious. So I got on me today, brother.
Appreciate you.
Now, he's a music producer, right? And he's probably put in a few, I don't know, maybe $20 Canadian dollars, which is not worth much, actually, from the recent conversion scale I saw in my job. But you think you might give him a few $100 or whatever to keep him going. So again, you know, these BLM hood activists who go around doing good deeds in the community of Sherwood, it's not really jiving with me. You know what I mean, motherfuckers?
I'm looking for a nigga named John Shaft.
Just found him. Wow.
Get a sense of that Sherwood pride the Hood's rapping about.
There's pride in this place?
Wait for it, Sonny Jim. You're probably going to see pride flags. That's probably the best quote I've heard so far in this episode, and is only 5 minutes and 39 seconds into it. Oh my god. This is going to be a crawl through the trenches, ladies and gentlemen.
I got $300. How about now? Come on, bro, get in the car. Yeah, come on, yeah. Yeah, you. Come on, get in, we've got a private gig for you.
Now, it's really weird because it's my first time watching this, and what did I say a few moments ago? Alan barely gives him even 300 smackaroonies, and Christopher Moltisanti Jr. here is doing exactly the opposite, which I find kind of commendable. Come, doggy, doggy. Come, Joe. Come. But when I say come, you know what I mean.
Robyn, we be Robyn. You think it's a game, but really it's not. Show with the force becoming it hot.
Lionheart Strong Community Clothing. Oh my god. Honestly, I mean, the efforts they've gone to make this a real community hub with the most poorly graphically realized. Look at that. That is awful, isn't it? That is just like, you could probably get kindergarten kids to group together to come up with a better sign than what they've produced here. I'm surprised they didn't say community Christian clothing. Funny how religion doesn't actually play a big part in this show so far. I would have thought with everything going on, like in the original Robin Hood lore, religion was a prevailing or background theme, wasn't it? And elements of the supernatural if you look at the certain retellings of that tale. Idrissa Sanogo Bamba Klats. Oh my gosh, Jesse Romeo's wearing short shorts and showing a little bit of cleavage. How dare they? You know, from as wokey dokey as this show actually is, it seems Director X likes to push back on a few things, namely making most women attractive and... well, so I can't really hold that much against him since Director X likes to pound the drum about men walking up to a woman in a bar and chatting her up. Oh no. Oh, it's lesbian lawyer time. We're going to get a bit of a rub-up showdown, aren't we?
What are you doing here? I've been working your mom's case all day. I tried reaching her, but it went straight to voicemail. Is she around? She's a...
Yeah, you're trying to reach the disabled mother who probably can't get to the phone in time by the time you hang up on her. Has this lawyer got a brain? Has she got a degree? Come on, man.
Physio. Anything I can pass on? Everything's fine. It's just...
anything I can pass on? Like maybe get myself an aneurysm or get a colonic irrigation? I can tell this show is not made for me because the way these actors and actresses speak on screen, it's like they would do that in real life. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But when you watch a film like, I'm gonna get you, sucker, it's like they know they want to get a wider audience to appreciate the blaxploitation stuff, and here it's just not. This is not even trying, man. It's like lazy filmmaking at the lowest nth degree.
Oh, look at him! I see that. Okay, keep going. Let's go. Sherwood talent, baby. Let's go. Yeah.
He's doing a Pete Townsend with that guitar. If you know anything about The Who, I'm not talking about Pete Townsend's later endeavours when he got a knock on the door by the police. Yeah, The Who used to go around smashing their guitars on stage. There's your money, Esse.
You're gonna cry, little man?
Well, I guess with the $300 they gave to him, he can go and buy himself a brand new guitar.
Sherwood's about 15 miles that way. You better start walking.
They just left him there?
Yeah, that's kind of what happened, Much. They left him there so they can walk away. That's when you leave somebody behind, you left them there. Like Leave You Far Behind by Lunatic Calm.
They can pay.
Yo, that's not what we do.
What is it we do then?
It's what the A-Team does when somebody gets hurt. If there's nobody else to turn to, then maybe you can hire the A-Team. They would just go in there, bust up the neighborhood, which is really weird because she said in last week's episode, Miss Robyn of the Hood, that we're going to pick our own fights to reclaim what is right for our people. The narrative is so full of contradictions, it's absolutely hilarious. I don't think these showrunners have actually heard of that C word, the C word I called continuity. What did you think I was referring to?
Chet needs a box, but...
Wait a minute, you mean BLM isn't just about our people? It's about other people? Oh man!
If they hurt one of us...
All of us?
All of us, right?
How many times have we heard that line being used? Oh my god. See, when you get a woman running the show in the hood and she's like, oh, we've got to be very gentle with the bad guys. We can't inflict violence. But then someone like Alan comes along and says, look, they beat up my mate Elmore. They humiliated him. We've got to go in there and show those suckers what we're made of. Maybe get Alan to run the show rather than Miss Romeo, who's just sitting there showing her titties off, and Little John is trying to see what Little John right there. He's looking at her eyes, but really he's just looking down there because, frankly, Little John needs to make up for lost time when he was out there in Iraq.
When did they get all up on each other?
Guess it was bound to happen.
Because what we need right now is complications.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, because when your two protagonists fall in love again, it becomes a massive, massive problem. And actually, I gotta say, for the young'uns here, they've probably got a point here, because when you do get mixed up, when you take your favorite character and they suddenly have a love interest, it kind of takes out the dynamic of why you like them in the first place. Like when Spider-Man finally met Mary Jane or went out on a date with Gwen Stacy, it was like, yeah, I like this stuff, but I just want to see Peter Parker wear his outfits and go around the neighborhood busting up villains. Well, I must say, while I exclusively date white chicks, Miss Jesse Romeo looks rather fetching in that sequined dress, and maybe a slightly bigger forehead than I anticipated. You can't have it all, can you, folks? I'm going to guess what's going to happen here, right? So Miss Fake Eyelashes Robyn here and Little John, they're going to be so intertwined with each other, the mission is going to go completely haywire, like the Gina Carano movie, which is very awesome if you've never seen it.
Marion. Robyn? What do you...
Oh, she's Maid Marian. You know, they might have mentioned her name, but it completely escaped me. Which is really, really funny, actually, because isn't Maid Marian the one who's always needing to be rescued by Robyn or somebody else? Oh, this just gets better and better.
Doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm here to scope you out, bitch, because I find you really, really hot.
Together. 2 pairs of hands will finish in no time.
What?
I said 2 pairs of hands.
No, I know. It's a...
There's an innuendo in there somewhere. 2 girls, 2 pairs of hands will finish off. That's the show I want to see.
You could use your feminine wiles.
No! Feminine wiles in 2023? How is that even possible? What she means is, Alan, use your big titties to charm the living pants out of Chet. This is his birthday party, right? Oh god, it's the most unlit party I've ever seen. I'm assuming that's his party?
Welcome to my party!
Oh, well, there you go. I'm actually correct. Yeah! From here, it looks like Professor Xavier's wheelchair from the X-Men. Are they trying to tell us something about his fate later on in the show? Or season 2, if that gets greenlit? Ouch. Let me just, yeah. Can we just appreciate these long, luscious legs right here, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know where these 2 ladies came from, because just a few moments ago we saw some other girls. Very strange continuity error there, but I don't mind at all. Director X obviously has a thing for T and A. Let's carry on.
This is bumming me out.
It's bumming her out. You know, in the UK, love, that actually has a completely different meaning, especially if you live in Brighton.
You're just gonna wait for him to murder the concept of...
Oh, I know what this is. Let's put on a distracting music track, execute plan B, and then move in with our feminine wiles.
You got this.
Maid Marian is a lawyer.
Wait for my signal.
She's not the damsel in distress.
Who the hell does cufflinks anymore? Huh?
I wear cufflinks. I think they're very awesome.
Whoever got me this?
Come on, follow my lead.
Oh no, a bit of lesbian dancing. Oh no. This is the distraction they were talking about, and I think this is going to lead to a bit more, how shall we say, mutuality between Jesse and Miss Marianne. I'm not sure what I've tuned into, but I sure do like this particular episode. Director X has obviously watched Basic Instinct one too many times, and he's trying to recreate that awesome nightclub scene with Sharon Stone and her unknown female lover. I think she's enjoying this a little bit too much. So am I.
Hurry up, this is taking too long.
I'm a mechanic, not a safecracker, man.
Yeah, that line reminds me of that moment from Star Trek where Bones, played by Carl Urban, declares,
Damn it, man, I'm a doctor, not a torpedo technician.
So, you just kidnapped John Prince's son?
Let me guess, they kidnap John Prince's son, hold him to ransom, and then they buy Elmore a brand new guitar. Can you feel the sexual tension, ladies and gentlemen? I know I can't. Uh-oh.
Come on, bro, laugh or something.
I keep telling you, I ain't your bro.
No, that's actually pretty accurate, because in real life, if you were a non-white person being addressed as bro by somebody who was of the Caucasian persuasion, what do you think he'll tell him? You're not my bro, bro.
His office.
Hello. Well, I have to say, it's mostly refreshing to watch this episode where women get to mostly look like women, look feminine, look beautiful, and glisten in the ambience of the lighting. I'm so pretentious, aren't I? I need to be in the film industry. Maybe Director X can give me an opening. Maybe he can hook me up. Gosh, stop it, ladies. You're killing me with this tension.
Right now, I'm sorry. Sorry about Elmo.
Elmore! Not Elmore.
He was cool to me, so I gave him a ride. I think
Remember, Wakanda forever. It's not Namor, it's Namor!
No, I get that. Do you?
Gosh, this sexual tension is really killing me right now. Oh my god, to see feminine looking women in a 2023 woke show is very discombobulating. Or discombobulating.
What do I do? None.
Now would be a great time that Chet calls the Nottingham police and, well, Kira turns up, Miss Redhead, and there's a nice confrontation between the Hood and the not-so-good Hood police. But I don't think we're going to get that. He's going to call his cronies, right?
Come on, pick up.
Pick up.
A night without his whiny ass.
A night without his white ass. What are you saying, gangster of diversity? So Chet doesn't watch porn, but in the very first episode he talked about mattress action in his bed. Okay.
Good stuff.
Damn. Oh, okay. I may have to censor this particular moment for my video because, well, actually, no, I think I'm just going to freeze frame it. So that should be okay. And you know what's going to happen here, right, ladies and gentlemen? After she's giving the guy the finger. I'm pretty sure she'd like to do some other finger type action if you get my drift. But here's going to be I predicted this in episode 1. There's going to be a love triangle between Maid Marian, Robyn, and of course, Little Big John or Big Little John. This is probably the most immersive moment in the entire series. I can actually feel Maid Marian rubbing Robyn's skin, her glistening, tight, taut skin. I don't know about you girls, but the earth moved for me. I wonder how many takes Director X asked of that kissy wissy scene to be reshot.
You good? Yeah.
We good. We good. Sisterhood. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the reformation of Chet Prince Hoodwood.
I know Elmo's your friend.
Yeah, just in case you forgot, folks, next Wednesday, In the Hood, a brand new episode, which will be episode 6 of Robyn with a Y. In fact, the Y is probably why on earth did they make this show in the first place? To give content creators like me an absolute giggling old time.
And what? Are you okay?
No. Because I want to go and see my friend Elmore. Here's Marian. Predictably, she's here. Let's talk about that awkward kiss that we had.
I've been thinking about yesterday.
Really enjoyed it. You remind me of 1990s Halle Berry. Thanks.
Sure.
What does she want?
I don't know.
Maid Marian, of course, she's faking the whole lesbo thing because she's just siphoning Robyn for information. How did I not see that?
Sure that we can trust her.
No. Dun dun dun. Next time on Robyn in the Hood. Who knows what's going to happen? So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 5, which predictably was probably my favorite episode so far. So yes, Chromaz, you and your 36 Double D specials did titillate me for a short while, but honestly, seeing two ladies getting it on, actually looking feminine in the process while getting it on, was an absolute unadulterated delight. And of course, what more can I say, folks? I've enjoyed making these Robyn in the Hood videos because you people have certainly swarmed to my videos like flies to absolute doo-doo. So ladies and gentlemen, if you were me and if I were you, you better come back for the next video. And if you see some weirdos in your hood wearing capes and glowing face masks, leave me a comment below and a link to the video footage so I can rip it to shreds.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
You know what I mean, brother? Well, actually, I don't. You know, I didn't grow up around blacks. Now, I grew up in the suburbs. My dad was a lawyer, my mom was a doctor, and all my friends were white.